welcome to part 2 in our series, working with Word 2007 and writing APA-style papers. In part 2 here, we are going to take a look at how to do in-text citations and the Works Cited page. As you can see, I have a short paper going here on fishing in Alaska, and let's begin there, putting some in-text citations into this document. First, let's be reminded that the font is a Times New Roman. It's a 12-point font, and it is double-spaced. So let's take a look up here on the tabs on the ribbon, and we're going to go over to the Reference tab. And on the Reference tab, there is a section here called Citations and Bibliography. And we are first going to go to the Manage Sources button. And as you can see here, I've already added 2 sources to this paper. One is a book by, or an article in a website by Randy Jackson, and the other one is a book by Bill Smith. But we're going to go ahead and add another entry into our source manager. And to do that, you click on the New button. And the first thing you do here is select the type of source. For this exercise, we're going to add one that is a journal article. As I've said, I did one that was a book and one that was a website. But as you can see, there are several different sources here, including interviews and sound recordings, all of which can be used in APA papers. Right now we're going to use a journal article. And for an APA citation, the required information for a journal article is an author, and we are going to have an article written by Wendy James. And the title of the article is The Best Fishing Ever. And the journal name is American Fisherman. And the year that this particular journal was published is going to be 2004. And the pages in the journal that this particular article was found in was 42 through 51. And that's all that's needed. If you look in the lower left-hand side of the screen, it gives a tag name for this. That is true of all of the entries. They are the author's last 3 letters in their last name and the date that it was done. We're going to click OK here. And you'll notice here that now we have, in our current list and our master list, identical citations. And for now, that's good. We're going to close this window. And here, I'm going to insert a citation from an earlier entry into that manager. One of the articles that I read said that Copper River provides anglers some of the finest wild salmon fishing in the southern portion of the state. And here I'm going to cite the source I got that information from, and we're going to place that citation right here. And in order to do that, we're going to go up here to the Citation and Bibliography and click on Insert Citation. And you'll notice that if you click on it, a drop-down menu appears. And we're going to use the Bill Smith citation for this particular entry. So I'm going to click on Bill Smith, and it automatically places that in the correct format in that sentence. Now I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to add another sentence to the bottom of this paragraph, which I'm just pasting in there. But for this one, I'm going to use the article that we just had by Wendy James. And she said that wild sockeye and coho salmon fishing in the Copper River is the best tasting salmon in Alaska. And I got this information from that Wendy James article. So I'm going to click at the end of this sentence, and I'm going to go to Insert Citation, and I'm going to select the Wendy James entry, and it'll place that at the end of this particular sentence. And there you have it. Basically, you are going to manage your sources. You will add new ones as you create your references, and then you will insert them into the paper. Now, to do a bibliography, all you do is click on the bibliography icon, and here we are going to do a works cited because we are using the actual citations in our entire paper here. So we're going to click works cited, and it automatically pre-formats this whole page for you right here at the very end of your paper. You want to make sure when you do this that you place it at the very end of your paper, because remember, the works cited here is going to need to be pushed down to a new page. And you can do that a couple ways, but one of the simplest ways is just to simply push it on down like that. And there you have your correctly cited sources in APA style.